When you can simply self-ID as a woman to give blood, don't you think it's time that we drop the homophobic restrictions that says gay men can't give blood? Looking at you, FDA. Welcome back to the channel today, everyone. So I recently heard that the blood supply is low and that the Red Cross declared its first ever blood crisis. So this kind of piqued my interest to see if they had finally gotten rid of the restrictions on gay men. Now before I get into that, today's sponsor is Blenders Eyewear. With summer right around the corner, check out these stylish sun and blue light glasses. They have polarized lenses for great price, link in the description. Alright, so back to blood donations. While both the FDA and the Red Cross put out Pride support messages this month, they haven't changed their policies. I went to the Red Cross LGBT area and they have a Q&A section which states, "I am in a man sleeping with man monogamous relationship. Can I donate blood?" Answer, no. The FDA revised guidance states deferred for 3 months from the most recent sexual contact. A man who has had sex with another man during the past 3 months. All U.S. blood collections must follow this federal requirement. So they have changed them a little bit. From have you ever had sex with a man to have you had sex with a man in the last 3 months. So then it piqued my curiosity because of who I am. I wanted to see what the restrictions on trans women were, and this is where it gets a little bit interesting. This section says, "I am a trans woman. I have not been eligible to donate because my assigned sex at birth was male and I had sex with a man. Can I donate blood?" Answer, individuals who identify as female have sex with a man may be eligible to donate blood if all other blood donation eligibility are applicable. Which is interesting, because it seems to sound like they say that you can simply self-ID as a woman and donate. Because listen to this. This is what they actually have for the trans man section of this portion. "I am a trans man and I have been eligible to donate because my assigned sex at birth was female. However, I had sex with another man. Can I donate blood?" Answer, individuals who identify as male and have had sex with another man within the past 3 months will be deferred under the man sleeping with man policy. So you heard that right. According to the website, a trans man is treated the same as a man and a trans woman is treated as that as a woman. So this raised even more questions because something doesn't add up with this. So I decided to call and ask, and here's the recording of that conversation.
Thank you for calling the American Red Cross. How can I help you?
Yes, I am trying to see if I am eligible to donate blood. I am a trans woman, so obviously I was born male, and I do sleep with men. I'm just wondering what the qualifications or disqualifications are based off of that.
Okay. So there aren't any disqualifications for that. Aside from, so you would be given the questionnaire for women. So the only question that would be related to sexual activity would be if you've had sexual contact with someone with a male who has had sexual contact with another male within the past 3 months.
Okay, so like if I was in a monogamous relationship, it would be fine?
Right, so you'd be fine.
Okay, so how is this actually determined? Is it just based off of self-ID?
So it's based on how you identify.
Okay, so any male that identifies as a woman can give blood based on those criteria?
Right,
Okay, so it's not based on gender marker, post-op status, or anything like that?
Right, no, not at all.
Okay, now I do have a question as well. Talking about trans men, so trans men who still have a vagina and everything like that, and they date men, what form did they get?
So they would receive the form for men, so they would be asked the question if they've had sexual contact with another male within the past 3 months.
And that could disqualify them?
If they have.
What about non-binary people?
So for that, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure about that, because I know you have to choose either male or female before you do the questionnaire.
So this basically confirmed everything that's on their website. A trans man is restricted even though they may have a vagina and have heterosexual sex. Well, a trans woman can still have a penis and have what is essentially homosexual intercourse, yet because they identify as a woman, they don't have the same restrictions. So from what I get from this is that anybody that wants to donate blood in a restricted class, they should just self-ID as a woman. I mean, why not? Because remember, these restrictions were put in place back in 1985 when they had limited ability to test for HIV. So they limited any group with a high risk of the disease, and then they banned any man that had sex with man for life from ever being able to donate, even if it was just one encounter. In 2015, they changed the guidance to be that the person who had abstained for sex for 1 year could donate. And then in 2019, when blood was starting to run short again because of the COVID pandemic, they shortened that restriction for 3 months. Now we have great testing on all blood received, so why maintain these restrictions? The admin could change this tomorrow, so why hasn't the Biden admin? I call on the administration, the FDA, and the Red Cross to change these restrictions right now. Maybe make it during Pride Month. I don't mind if you do it right now and say you're doing it for Pride Month. But don't act like you are so supportive of LGBT people when you still have this homophobic restrictions in there. They're not needed. You don't need the testing to go through this. We already know because it's completely arbitrary because you already let trans women donate blood. We know that there's no reason for those restrictions, yet you keep them. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you click that like and subscribe button. Follow me across all social media platforms. Go support our sponsors, and I will see you next time.